I fully anticipate, I think it's on about October 26th, that second board meeting, that we'll be setting the formal levy, setting the mill rate. That probably Tuesday morning, about the day after, if not Wednesday, I'm gonna start work on the 2020-21 budget. So what I might recommend is, thank you for the input. I'll work with Superintendent Kierkegaard to take those into consideration, if it's the wish of the board. And then what we could do is, where we have a couple budget drivers right now, with the use of and the creation of Fund 41 and Fund 46, why don't we create a little bit of a different driver and spin it into what's the spend plan for that? So.
LED lights, obviously, you can buy a lot of LED lights for $2 million, and those have a return to them. You know, it's not an improvement that's going to have to be redone 20 years down the road, sort of thing. Anyway.
You know, the one consideration that I was reviewing the presentation and trying to understand and make sure that we're meeting both yours as well as the community's needs. We have had a drop in the mill rate over the last several years, and I know that during the referendum there was questions about the debt of the district and how much is it in between the principal and interest. You know, if the district or if the board specifically, if you had wishes to maintain a specific mill rate, we could have discussions surrounding that. Last year, 2017-18, it was $8.12, $8.15. 15. You know, it's dropped now, and we talked about recapturing that through the referendum. But if the board wished, we did defease a couple of $1 million, which is essentially levying for future payments. That goes into an interest-bearing account. And if we were able to maintain the current mill rate or even a previous year's mill rate, to make sure that we're fiscally responsible with the repayment of that debt, it might not be a bad consideration. And again, we have until October 26th or whatever that meeting date is to finalize that information, but it is an option, and I'd even consider that then, because we're talking about a balanced budget and some of the other drivers and making sure that we maintain a proper fund balance to meet our needs. Can we have a fiscal obligation to the taxpayers to maintain a certain taxation rate? You know, is there something like that that should be considered as well?
Is that number 8?
That's number 8.
Yeah.
Are there others? And I'm just gonna go, because we're near the end of the presentation. But that's 8 right there, hanging down in the bottom. Other up for discussion, please.
Well, I think, you know, whether it's maintaining the mill rate, so are you suggesting that the mill rate could go down even more in the 2019-2020 budget?
I don't know yet, so I don't want to say, because I haven't made that calculation. We can make some assumptions. I don't know. It's really going to be dependent on the property values when they come in. Again, a denominator based on how much money we levy. So I don't know if it's going to drop.
Well, considering some of the criticism that we endured during the referendum, that we need to learn to live within our means, I would say dropping the levy or not taxing to the max would be detrimental to us. And I'm not sure why we would even think about doing that, personally.
And plus, I heard loud and clear that people think we have too much debt in the West Bend School District, and if that's what's preventing people to vote yes on a referendum, then let's maintain the mill rate and pay down even more debt, if that's what our community wants. Dropping the mill rate just to see how low we can go, I think is detrimental to our facilities, to our staff, to our students. I don't want to tax the crap out of the community, but we need to, you know, be able to pay down the debt. That's what our taxpayers are telling us.
Well, and just to echo Paul's comments, I mean, obviously we have a lot of capital things that we have put off. The fact that we have carpeting in that building that we can assume is at least 40 years old is frightening. 48, thank you, even more frightening. So, you know, the idea that we've put off items, but we also need to make sure that we have this balance with our students. Obviously, we still want to be a destination district that people are choicing into, that type of thing. I mean, I'm just not in favor at all of decreasing the mill rate at all. I mean, I guess you'd have to really come up with some amazing plan to sell me on a plan to do that. I think we should actually look at increasing it and look at some of these projects that we haven't been able to get done. I see Dave Ross is happy dancing in the back room as I get on my rant here. But I mean, we really need to prioritize some of these things. We can't have carpeting that's 48 years old, and we can't have projects that Dave is holding together with binder twine to try and get things done. I mean, we really need to look at some of these things, and if that, requires us to raise the mill rate, well, then so be it.
And our taxpayers are telling us we can't have any debt. I mean,
Well,
people
the word
are,
was live within your means,
Yeah.
but we don't sell anything, so we have no means, but apparently some people don't understand that. So, I mean, I really just wanna point out, like, I'm not in favor of decreasing the mill rate.
So Andy, can you clarify, we can't raise the mill rate to pay for more carpet at the school. We can't raise the mill rate to do a lighting project. What you raise the mill rate for is to pay off
the
future
debt,
debt.
sure.
Okay, and so that's the only thing that,
Correct.
you know, once, because the state's gonna tell us exactly how much money we can assess, and Andy, you
That-
clarify it.
Exactly, that's accurate. So it's defeasing debt, so it's essentially levying, for debt payments now that would be paid in the future. So we have debt for the next 10 years or so. We have, over the past several years, levied money for those future payments, and we could continue to do so.
I like that we have the lowest mill rate in the area, and I want to keep it that way, so I'm not in favor of reducing it, and as long as we stay the lowest, I'm okay with inching it up slightly in order to pay off the debt. Would reducing I realize that the state equation is really complicated. Would decreasing our debt have a negative impact on the amount of money that the state gives us? Okay,
Completely independent.
okay, good.
Yeah, great question.
Get punished. Okay, thanks.
So next steps, I'm not going to go back because there might be something, we're gonna monitor new information, we're gonna continue to make sure that we're, staying informed. We will update accordingly. We're gonna follow those historically used timelines. We will be meeting in September. We will be, finalizing everything at the end of October. We will be setting the tax rate and the levy and all that, as of early November. That's the timeline that's required by state statutes. We will be presenting, or I will be presenting, a preliminary budget next Monday on June 17th. And really the purpose behind that, we will not be setting the levy, we will not be setting the mill rate, but all that process does, and it's brought forward every year at this time, or maybe even as early as May, I've seen it as early as April, I've done it as early as April. It really kickstarts the year and it gives the district the authority to begin incurring expenditures. I don't have a lot of detail of revenues and whatnot. It's a really preliminary budget, but it really is the board authorizing, yep, we're a business, we need to start spending, let's have a budget in place. We will continue to refine it and improve it and finalize it, but it is there to initiate spending for next year. We will, as I've mentioned, and this is very big, I'll say this every opportunity I get, because I do like an audience to come on September 23rd, Monday at 7 p.m. We will be conducting that meeting of the electors. So that will take place just as it always does. This is the date that was actually determined last year. If you remember, that was one of the resolutions. And we will be setting at this meeting the following years, but we will be having that meeting in September. Public forum, voting, resolutions, just like we always do. What other discussion, what other questions might you have that we can talk about tonight?
Going back to the health insurance, the projected date of 10%, the $800,000 $1 million, is that the grossed up number to the district, or is that net, the district's portion, separate from the employee share?
Yep, so without final numbers, that is the district's portion of that. Yep.
Thank you.
The district is about $11 million in health insurance every year, 8 to 10%, so, great question. Any other questions that you might have that I can answer, listen to? Thank you for the opportunity.
thank you very much.